It's time to do some clicker training with the Quaker Parrot. He's been doing a great job taking treats from my hand. Now it's time to introduce the clicker. This right here is a magical training tool called a clicker. When you push the button, it makes a click sound. Oh no, whoops, did I scare you, buddy? So, what do we use the clicker for? Obviously not for scaring the bird. Sorry, buddy, didn't mean to do that. What we use a clicker for is as a bridge to let the bird know that it did the right behavior during parrot training and earned a tasty treat. This helps us bridge the time gap between when the bird does the action and when the treat reaches its beak. We want to make sure that when the bird is doing what we're asking, we're able to capture the exact moment. So for example, when we're going to teach the bird to target, when the bird touches the tip of the target stick, that's when we click the clicker, even though it might take us a few seconds to give the treat afterwards. Without the clicker, it can be more confusing for the bird when it does the right behavior, because maybe after touching the target stick, the bird looks around, shakes its tail, and then gets a treat. And now, is it for the shaking the tail? Is it for touching the target stick? Which is it? Well, the click marks the spot. So it's like a treasure map. The X marks the spot, the click marks the moment. The other thing that I have right here are some treats. I noticed that he really likes these white safflower seeds in his seed mix. Now, this is what the seed mix looks like that he normally likes to eat. So I've been picking out the favorites out of there to save them exclusively for training. Let me give you an example of how I'd use the clicker. For example, if my goal is to teach this Quaker to go on this perch, I can click the moment he goes on that perch near the door, which is good for coming out. So the click can mark the moment the bird does the behavior you're asking for. When he does the right behavior that I'm asking for, I click the clicker and give a treat. The first thing we're going to do is some clicker conditioning. Teach him that the sound of the clicker means that those treats and goodies are coming. So before I even give him any clicks and maybe scare him with it, I'm just going to hold out a treat and get him in the mood to taking treats from my hand. All right, just going to build a little inertia where he's taking the treats from me over and over again. Great. And now I'm ready to introduce the clicker. So this time I'm just going to give it a click. He got a little bit nervous and concerned, but there's a treat coming in its place. Very quickly, he'll learn that that's a good sound, not scary. I'm gonna put it behind my back this time. Check this out. So I wanted you to see it before, but I'm gonna put the clicker behind my back, click, and give him a treat so that it's coming from further away and less intimidating of a sound early on while he's getting used to it. There we go. Oh, he didn't even get nervous this time. We're making huge progress. He's become desensitized to the sound of the clicker. Not scared anymore. Very good. Perfect. Wait for him to stop munching. He's done. Click the clicker. Present the treat. The Quaker's been here for about a week, and for now I've been desensitizing him, getting used to taking treats from my hand. And you can see the previous videos about how we were working on getting him to take treats and get comfortable. Check out the previous videos. But now, when he hears the sound of the clicker, he knows that a treat's coming. Very good. Now, I'm doing this training through the cage bars. I'm not yet taking the Quaker out. And this is so that he doesn't freak out with the sound of the clicker, and so that he isn't difficult or feel unsafe out of the cage or difficult to put back inside the cage. So we do this training initially through the cage bar so he can get used to it. So when I take him out and do more advanced training, such as step-up training and things like that, he'll already know the sound of the clicker and be familiar with receiving treats. So our training can really take off when he's ready to come out. All right, one last time. Great job. Now that he's clicker conditioned, we can practice it a few more times and then begin some training in the next video. Thanks for watching and see you soon.